Okay, this is on the Gama knife surgery, what's important to know, things that my doctors did not cover at all. Number one, now I just saw a video that the doctor was, being honest with what goes on. Yeah, you go in and it's a quick procedure, but right after the procedure you're going to have really difficult balance, dizziness, horribly, and he's being honest and saying you figure at least a week of it, and it's a month before you're ready to go back to your life. He said you're not going to be driving, you're not going to be doing anything for a month. Okay. Now, my doctors told me none of this, and I don't know if you could see, my Gama knife was 5 days ago. You can see the black and blue. My eyes were really swollen. Both of them were really black and blue, really swollen. You can still see the discoloration here and the swelling. Still have the swelling here. When I go in, the doctors told me, well, you'll have these 2 little pinprick things, and that's about it, Well, that's not all. Like I said, mine was, and as I'm talking, I can feel this vibrating in here, and it's the vibration of it is making me very dizzy. So your first few days when you come back, it was like being on a ship, rolling ship that's like this in the high seas, and you're trying to navigate and walk, okay? And you're just sitting there just feeling like you are absolutely spinning. And this goes on for days, okay? This is day 5. The dizziness is better today. But now I'm noticing, like I said, when I'm talking, I can feel this fluctuating in here, and it's making me dizzy. Okay. The procedure itself is not as bad as it looks. When you go in, they put a numbing thing here. They take your vitals, do all of that. For me, they put in a IV, and they did an MRI with contrast. They put on the, the face cage with the pins. Before they do that, they do some numbing here, so when they give you the shot to actually numb before they put the pins in, it's not horribly bad, okay? It was just very odd feeling. It was feeling like my forehead was blowing up, like it was expanding. And then as they were putting the pins in for that face cage, it was feeling like they were tightening my jaw. Very weird feeling, okay? Hey. Missy Moon, who's I have a new puppy, as you can see. So anyway, I think the things that people need to know, and I wish the doctor would have told me, is that you'll be down for the count for about a month, is what they're saying. So, a lot of the videos that I saw of it, they were talking about, you may have minimal feelings of disorientation or something. Well, that's not true. No. Very, very disorienting, and just, like I said, you feel like you're on this rolling ship out in the ocean like this, and you're trying to navigate and walk. So, yeah, very difficult. For the first 3-4 days, there was like no relief at all. Just even sitting, you're just all day, this horribly dizzy, spinning feeling, and nausea, and just all of that goes with it. Like I said, today is day 5, and that's better, but I'm noticing, when I was laying down in bed, I was okay. When I get up and I start to speak, I'm noticing that it's creating that fluctuation in there, and that dizziness is taking place. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there as an FYI for those that are going in for Gama knife, so you know what to expect, rather than, like I said, my doctors didn't tell me anything about this. They didn't tell me you're going to have extreme dizziness, that you should expect to be 2 to 3 weeks minimum before you're driving. So yeah, I think those are things that people need to be made aware of. If you're like me, I live alone. Thank God I had somebody fly out to take me to the appointment and take me back. They just said you need to have somebody bring you to the appointment and take you home and stay with you for 24 hours after that. That was what my doctors told me. Well, you need a lot more than that, because what I'm finally finding from one of the doctors is being honest about it. My dogs are just running like crazy here. Anyway, what I'm finding now is they're saying, like I said, a good 3 weeks before you should even be driving, or, and if you're by yourself and you've got to go get groceries and stuff, these are things that are important to know, rather than having the surgery and then finding out later, oh my goodness. Okay, so that was one thing. The other thing was that they say that it can be, they don't check back for a year after you've had the Gama knife surgery. They check the tumor after a year. And that things can be swollen, and they said that sometimes they put people on steroids to take down some of the swelling inside, because that can last for a year. That was not told to me. And they can be doing the steroids and be fine, and then stop them, and then a month or 2 later, again come back with this severe dizziness and this other stuff that can also happen. So this is not to scare anybody out there from having the procedure, but I mean, these are things that people should be apprised of before they go through the procedure. Okay? Whatever hearing loss and things that you're having, it's not going to clear it up. Like in my case, I feel like there's a pressure, like the one side, it feels like it's like when you're in an airplane or going over a mountain and your ears close, Well, that's one side is doing that the whole time. Or it's feeling like there's a weird echo. Or, there's just a number of things that are going on that are very weird with this side. And that is not going to stop after the surgery for maybe a very, very long time. Again, not something that I was told. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. And then I'm going to add links to a couple of videos that are actually very good, where the doctor is being honest and telling, what happens with it. I wish that my doctors that I had here had apprised me of these things before. So I knew what I was going to have going into it, rather than finding out after. Okay. I expect that this will be cleared up in another maybe 3-4 days before the rest of the black and blue and swelling and stuff. The day after the surgery, and for about 3-4 days, I had huge swelling here. I looked like an alien. I had really big swelling here. And again, my eyes were really swollen and red, and I had a lot of swelling, and it's still, you can see here, it's very dark. I don't have dark circles under my eyes, but this is swollen. It's black and blue, and like I said, this is now turning that greenish yellow bruising. So in my case, I did have a lot of bruising. So again, I just wanted to put that out there. If you have a doctor that's making it seem like, it's no big thing, you just need somebody with you for 24 hours afterwards, and then, like making it seem like that's it. Some people may have some dizziness or so. No. Before this, I didn't have any balance problems, no dizziness, none of that. But after the operation, it has been, 4 or 5 days of hell, just really a lot of extreme dizziness and balance. You feel like you're on tilt. You go to walk, and you just feel like you're going like that, and then you're like this, you're trying to walk and navigate. Really, the first few days I was thinking, maybe I should have a walker to be a little more stable, because it was really feeling like, like I said, like being on a ship that's in the ocean, that's just pitching and rolling, and you're trying to, navigate. Isn't that right, Missy? Yeah, Miss Gypsy. Hey, Gypsy Moon, quit. Are you gonna make it worse for me? You're gonna chew on my finger? Yeah, unfortunately, she's teething, and so she wants to bite everything. Although we've been working on the not, there's only so, thank you. Thank you for stopping the biting, thank you. Working on her not biting. So she's chewing, but it's not really, now that's getting a little hard. I may have to squeak here in a minute and tell her that's too hard. But she's getting better. Okay. They're getting better, Missy Moon. So anyway, I just wanted to put it out there for those that are going to have Gama knife. This is the reality of what you face. And talk to your doctor. If they haven't brought it up, talk with them about it. And like I said, I'm going to put in the description a few good videos that I have found that it would be beneficial for you to watch to find out what actually takes place, you know. And if you're thinking that the Gama knife is going to maybe restore your hearing, or yeah. And with the Gama knife, there is also the possibility that you can lose your hearing on that side as well. You have more of a chance to preserve what you've not lost. But there is also a slight chance that you can fully lose the hearing on that side as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for now. Love and light to everyone. But if you are going for the Gama knife surgery, be apprised that, that it's going to take a while to get back. You're not going to have the surgery and they make it seem like it's no big deal. You have a couple of pinpricks and you go home 24 hours and then after that you're fine. No. You've got to plan on downtime for what this doctor is saying, a month downtime. Okay. And like I said, that was not brought up by my doctors at all. Okay? At all. So, thanks for tuning in, love and light. I hope this has helped somebody out there before their Gama knife surgery. Okay? Thanks for tuning in.